Who can you really trust? In the era of mass information and mass advertising, everywhere companies are trying to sell us the most amazing products, the best product of the year, the best place to work for. But what really happens behind the scenes? Some companies are clearly doing a good job. Some are not. How do you make sure?
On average, you're going to spend 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week, 40 to 50 years at work. That's half of your life. The problem is that today, 2 out of 3 people are disengaged or unhappy at work. 25% of workers get burnt out. 1 out of 2 persons is actively looking for a new job. We want these numbers to change.
Some great companies out there understand that happier people are more productive. But for others, productivity loss, high turnover rates, bad reputation, it costs them millions in recruitment. What we want to do is simple. We want people to get better jobs and companies to improve their work culture by becoming what we call trusted employers, where what is said about the company, about the salary, the professional development, the values, the work environment, everything is backed by the ones who know best, employees.
For companies, it shouldn't be about how much they pay for visibility, but how good their recommendation rate is, how good their reviews are, and if their work culture match with the best standards. TrustedJob.eu is more than only a job site. It's a collaborative platform bringing transparency to the job market, where you can finally apply for a job you trust.
But why should you trust us? Well, let me tell you how we got here. It all started back in 2013 in Brussels. We created a social enterprise called Interns Go Pro. Good times. We were young, optimistic, but honestly also quite pissed.
Precarious work was on the rise. Interns were working for free or underpaid. For us, it was first a matter of rights. The rights to make a decent living, become independent, and build our lives. So we created the International Interns Day, mobilizing hundreds of young people and NGOs across the world for better working conditions. And it paid off. We got into the media, and politics started to take the matter seriously.
That was fantastic and boosted us to do more. We went on a tour of Europe to give trainings and co-create with employers and universities the first European label for best internships. Okay, so now we knew what a proper standard and work culture was, but how to spread it? We kept working hard and we got it endorsed by EU commissioners. We received fundings from the European Union and even a prize from Forbes and from the UN. The great news is that now our label is laying the groundwork for an official EU norm. We wanted to thank you, because without you, it would not have worked. Everywhere we went, we found people who believed in change and that a win-win situation between employees and employers was possible.
And now, how do we move forward? There's still a lot to do to make Trusted Job a success. We already got more than 1,000 job reviews from you. And we can't wait to launch the platform this mid-October. We're going to first focus on Brussels and in the sector of the EU affairs before we spread to the rest of Europe.
This is only going to work if you're with us. So let me ask you, would you recommend your job to a friend?
Take 5 minutes to leave a review. Support the crowdfunding, help people get better jobs. We have great rewards for you.
And don't forget about the most important. Next morning, when you get to the coffee machine, spread the word about the change we're creating together.